Hello, I'll be talking about Vera Wang, the American fashion designer. First of all, I'll be giving an introduction about her early life, and what is she most known for. Okay, so she was born on June 27th of 1949. She is currently 72 years old. She was born in New York City. She is a mother to two adopted daughters, Cecilia and Josephine. She's a daughter of Chinese immigrants Chengqin, Wang, and Florence Wu. She is mostly known for balancing modern designs with traditional elegance and one of the most prominent bridal wear designers in America. She has been honored with several accolades for her achievements too. Wang's education. So Wang graduated in 1967 from the Chapin School. This is an all-girls private high school. Um, she studied in the School of American Ballet. After then, she went to Sarah Lawrence College. She studied abroad in Paris, but returned to the United States to complete her degree in art history. And then the end of a chapter to continue another. And you guys will see why I titled this slide the end of a chapter to continue another. Um, okay, so Vera Wang began figure skating at the age of 6. She was only 6 when she first started skating. Um, then after the years, she competed in the 1968 U.S. National Championship in Philadelphia, but unfortunately did not qualify. She placed 5th place during the Olympics. So since she didn't make it into the Olympics, she was very frustrated. So she decided to go and study abroad at the university in Paris. While being in the university in Paris, that's where she found love for fashion. And this is why the title, The End of a Chapter to Continue Another, comes into place. So she had to um, give up on skating on her athletic career, but then she also found a new love for something else, which is fashion. And this is just a quote from her. It says, it was in the French capital where I realized I had a passion for fashion. After graduating from college in 1971, Wang entered the fashion journalism industry. Um, so she started working at Vogue, and within a year, at the age of only 23, she was promoted to senior editor, in which she worked until 1987, when she became a design director for Ralph Lauren for 2 years. At the age of 40, she resigned and became an independent bridal wear designer. But this wasn't before her wedding. It is a coincidence, but when she before getting married, she was really looking into a specific design for her bridal dress, but unfortunately, she simply couldn't find any that would satisfy her completely. So she decided to sketch her own design, and she commissioned a dressmaker to tailor the elaborated gown at a cost of $10,000. But then this is when she discovered her talent, and the following year in 1990, she opened her own bridal boutique in New York City. So as we can see in the two pictures in the left, there is her in her wedding with her husband, ex-husband, And there's their hair design, and in the right there is the boutique. The beginning of her success. Wang first received international attention during the 1992 and 1994 Olympics when she designed a hand-beaded ensemble for the figure skater Nancy Kerrigan. Then in 2001, Wang launched her first fragrance and published a highly anticipated wedding guide, and this also called the attention of a lot of consumers. As we can see in the right, there is a picture of Vera Wang with her gowns in 2001 for the China Without Borders exhibition. I thought maybe it's just too late for me. I decided to add this quote in this slide because um, it says a lot. In the past, when she barely started to um, think about opening her own bridal boutique, this is what she thought. But now, then, throughout the years, after she opened the boutique, that's when she started to see what really was behind, and all um, her consumers that were actually very satisfied with all her job. So as we can see, over the years of her rising stage, she started designing for celebrities such as Nancy Kerrigan, this was actually in 1992, um, and Victoria Beckham for her wedding gown, and Charlize Theron in 2000 for the Academy Awards for 2000. These three garments are part of the Vera Wang Spring 2001 ready-to-wear collection, which I thought was very interesting to add in the presentation since they are um, part of the first garments that were introduced by her with her own label in 2001. Um, so it is interesting that um, they are hand painted, um, Jackson Pollock like print, and they have some adornments, some of them, like A-line and sack dresses, and a motif that carried onto evening with scribble bidding. Then after she didn't stop. In 2001, she also published a book called Vera Wang and Weddings. This book basically offers ideas on every aspect of the wedding day, from invitations to flowers, from cakes to even attendance, and of course wedding gowns details. And she also explains like what fabrics are appropriate for certain times of the day and how to choose a headpiece and much more. In 2006, Wang teamed with Kohl's, a chain of department stores, to produce an affordable line of ready-to-wear clothing called Simply Vera. During this new journey, Vera Wang thought it was a little challenging to give commercial kind of aspect to the ready-to-wear collection, since she was very used to interpreting designs in her own way, but she still had success. She was very successful as always. These dresses are part of an iconic collection that she designed, and that's why I wanted to include them in my presentation. So these designs are from 2013, when Vera Wang debuted a collection for bridal gowns in shades of pink, not white but pink. So we all know it's a color that is generally reserved for the bridesmaids or the flower girls, but she simply said that she wanted to celebrate a youthful and girlish spirit by designing dreamy gowns that children grows up imagining for their wedding day. So this was basically her inspiration. The the dreamy gowns that children grows up imagining for their wedding day. She thought of the ribbons um around her chest. If you can look at the third picture, um she thought of the ballet slippers somehow for the ribbons. They can relate. And the floral decoration, she also mentioned that they were handmade and they were very lightweight, which was interesting. Vera Wang, a competitive skater in her youth, she has designed performance looks for many legends and has continued doing the same. Um, so in 2002, she costumed Michelle Kwan's skating garment, where she specifically requested Wang that she needed to feel she was almost in a bathing suit and did not want anything near her neck. Um, and she didn't like skirts with volume either. So this was the final result for her design in 2002 for the Olympics. In 2010, she created 5 skating garments for Evan Lisasek, and this is one of the most glamorous in the middle. Um, in the third picture, we can look at Nathan Chen. So in 2018, she created um, the one skating garment where she actually started with 30 designs and then working with Chen to edit them down into this last one. Vera Wang partnership with David's Bridal to feature a less expensive line of her wedding dresses in 2011. Being this the main purpose of her collaboration with David's Bridal. The collection of the dresses runs from $600 to $1,400. As we can see, the designs are not very illustrated, not a lot of adornments or decorations, but they still look very glamorous and they show a lot of innovative ideas in their own way. Um, this collaboration is called White by Vera Wang. Her success. Vera's gowns have been featured on multiple television shows, including Sex and the City, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Gossip Girl, and How to Get Away with Murder, among other productions. But I thought this was very interesting since there's a lot of garments and costumes that we see around on TV and or simply just TV shows, and we never stop and think about it, like what's all there behind. But well, very interesting. And also host of celebrities have worn her wedding and evening gowns, including Alicia Keys, Mariah Carey, Charlize Theron, Reese Witherspoon, Uma Thurman, Holly Hunter, Jennifer Garner, Ariana Grande, Kerry Washington, Sofia Vergara, Sandra Bullock, and others. As we can see in the pictures in the right, we can see their bridal wear that all of them are wearing. So we can see Ariana Grande is wearing one of them. This is a more um, basic look, but at the same time it looks perfect. Um, and in the other picture, we can see Kim Kardashian. She looks amazing, perfect. Her veil is a little longer, and her dress is a little more sophisticated. And we can also see Kate Hudson, which looks amazing with the little detail in the waist, with the ribbon around the waist. Um, it looks amazing. These are some of the garments included in the Vera Wang Bright Fall 2020 collection. Um, the Fall 2020 bridal collection was a very important one for her career, since it marked her 60th season in the bridal business. This is her 60th bridal collection. According to her, for this season, she decided to create sophisticated silhouettes, much narrower and not body revealing on all of them. She's also convinced that this is a more updated look and it feels lighter and fresher. And well, so we can see Vera Wang has changed the way brides dress forever. Um, this is very sophisticated, very something very different than what we're uh, used to see. Um, well, she's convinced that she can break every rule, and that's how she wants to be remembered. Vera Wang's iconic peacock dress. This is very interesting. This is something that marked her career, not only her career, but a lot of people's, and you guys will see why. So this iconic peacock dress is made out of 2009 male peacock feathers. So Vera Wang decided to stay away from the traditional white gown when she designed this gown. Um, she when she created this gown, she required the expertise of 8 artisans to fully stitch the feathers. And this gown is one of the most expensive dresses being created, which was sold for $1.5 million. This is one of Wang's most recent bridal wear collection for bridal fall 2021. Um, as we can see, she has gained the appropriate experience in her earlier years, and Wang, she's able to express her individuality and specialty with iconic designs, unusual silhouettes, and intensive mood, and even a variation of colors, typical colors that one is um, very used to see in um, bridal wear. Very different, very spectacular, and a lot of individuality. And well, for almost 30 years of creating wedding dresses, Vera Wang has become one of the most famous wedding designers in the world. She has created many exclusive gowns. She has made a name for herself, designing bridal wear so singular and yet so spectacular that she is one of the most mentioned designers for bride wearing to this date. And she shows no signs of slowing down, basically. Um, so now she's hugely popular. She has a large Hollywood following, and she also designs lingerie, jewelry, and even home products. Fortunately, one has been honored with numerous recognitions for her achievements, including the 1993 Chinese American Planning Council's Honorary of the Year Award, 1994 Girl Scout Council's Women of Distinction Award. In 1994, she was also selected as a member of the prestigious Council of Fashion Designers of America, CFDA. In 2005, the CFDA selected her as the Women's Wear Designer of the Year. The 2006 Andre Leon Talley Lifetime Achievement Award from Savannah College of Art and Design was given to her. In 2019, the iconic designer was honored with the Sandra Taub Humanitarian Award by the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and she also received the Fifi Award for her fragrance line, and um, also she has been inducted into the U.S. Figure Skating Hall of Fame as an honorary member, as she has designed costumes for Nancy Kerrigan, as mentioned before, Michelle Kwan, and even Lee Sosek, Yvonne Lee Sosek, I'm sorry, among others. Target consumers. By balancing modern designs with traditional elegance, one has acquired a large following to the mass market in general. So Vera Wang sells both women's and menswear. So she basically targets any gender. Now for her designs range from affordable ready-to-wear apparel. As I explained before, she collaborated with Kohl's, and until the day of today, she is still doing it. So she has ready to wear apparel, and to even exclusive designed fashions that might be worn to let's say premieres or awards ceremonies by several high profile actresses or actors, just like the one that we saw before, the $1.5 million peacock dress. Retail formats. Vera One has her own retail stores in New York, London, Tokyo, and Sydney. They are also sold in department stores such as Kohl's, Macy's, David's Bridal, Zales, and Jared. And Zales and Jared, this is for her jewelry. Um, and also you can also buy their items through their online store.